Hello? Oh my god, which account am I even streaming on? Welcome, guys. I finally got word going. Highlights. Yes. Continue. What? Is this option is there defaults to use file format, blah blah blah. I can't read. Okie dokie. Called an overview. Then did I not save this? Which account is this? Yeah. Why don't I have journal review? Journal. What do you mean? What is going on? File. Get a copy. Download a copy. Download a copy. Document 1. Open. E. Browse. Downloads. Document 1. Oh, why is it black? Dark mode. I meant. Word hasn't been activated. Word. Wait. Editing. How do I do this? Oh, now it's gonna be content. No, journal review. No. Let's see. Actually, pretty cool. I can finally use it. I have a product. Wow. Doesn't even care. A journal review. Journal review. We'll do this. This. Control V. Font. Here. Or where is smart design? Not really. Yo, what the? Gopher. That's nice. That spacey vibe is nice. I don't know why this is. Maybe I should put the author's name first. OPJ. Control C gun. Wait, actually, let me do. Yeah, that's one. Kind of. Okay, let's actually read the journal. Let's finish reading this journal. And we'll have extra notes. Not a long one. way, okay, so good, bad, basically critique. Good stuff. Bad stuff. Things that are too long. What's it called? Not concise. Journal conciseness. No. Journal non-concise component. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's check the mixing of this thing actually. Yeah, this seems fine. Then we have... Close this tab now. Finally be I might use it. This. So we finished up to 2.1 last season, last time. So let's get 2.2 going. For some reason, I decided to put a sweet in my mouth. No food this time, so shouldn't get sleepy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, let's go. N-Star flight validation. One of the primary objectives of the N-Star/TS1 flight validation activity is to verify that the system performs in space as it does on the ground. The parameters of interest to future mission planners are thrust and mass flow rate as a function of CPU input power. So a quick recap of what N-Star is NASA solar-based, solar-powered. NASA Solar Electric Propulsion Technology. Applications readiness. Yeah, you gotta add that part. And then we have DS1, which is Deep Space 1. And we have CPU, which is Power Processing Unit. Blah, blah, blah. The variation in thrust as a function of Power Processing Unit input power is given in Figure 2. As mentioned early in the DS1 mission, these data indicate that the performance of the IPS, which is something really easy, ion propulsion system in space agrees well with the expected performance based on ground test measurements. In addition, the performance of the XFS has been excellent. The mean value of the main flow and the two cathode flows are all within 1% of their respective planned flow rates. XFS Xenon feed system has been excellent. The mean value of the main flow and the two cathode flows are all within 1% of their respective planned flow rates. Change the brightness real quick. My eyes don't get hurt. It is critically important to assess the extent to which the engine wear-out processes in space behave as they do in long-duration tests on ground. Evaluation of the key electrical parameters that can be measured on DS1, which influence engine life, suggests that the engine erosion rates should not be greater in space than they are on the ground. Indeed, these data suggest that the ground test results are generally conservative. Engine wear affects the engine performance and the thruster on DS1 cannot be examined. It is necessary to infer the wear from the measured performance. Ideally, the engine performance should be measured after it has processed a significant amount of propellant. A unique opportunity will exist to do exactly as will exist to do exactly this as at the conclusion of what is now the DS-1 science mission. Following the flyby of the comet Borrelly in September 2001, the Ion engine will have processed approximately 60 kilograms of xenon. This presents a unique opportunity to map the performance of an Ion engine that has been by far been the longest ever operation in space. This opportunity will enable performance versus throughput comparisons with ground tests and will greatly improve our understanding of how well ground endurance tests reproduce actual in-space operation. So let's try and digest what this is saying. One of the primary objectives of this thingy is that it does as well as in space as on the ground, and what I'm trying to look at is okay. Journal, good stuff. Journal review. Journal review. So here, this is prerequisite knowledge. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Underline as well. And then this is journal review. Do that. And then we type N. What is N star? N star flight validation. So flight validation. We have ensure that it works. Ensure that it works. In space, on ground as well as in space. Primary objective. The parameters of interest to future mission planners are thrust. Parameters of interest. Find that the system performs in space as it does on the ground. Okay, so ensure that it performs as expected on ground. Space as it does on ground. Space as it does on ground. Probably need to find out more about this N-star testing they're doing. So I'm gonna ensure research and start testing. Here was this 2002, 2003, 2002, 2000. And then we move on. The guard parameters of interest. Thrust and mass flow rate. Parameters of note include mass and mass flow rate and thrust. I think it's thrust. Yeah, it would make sense. As a function of computing power. Power processing unit input power. So the power that goes into the PPU. I believe that's what it's trying to say. Variation in thrust as a function of PPU input power is given in Fig 2, as mentioned early in the DS1 mission. These data indicate that the performance of the ion propulsion system in space agrees well with the expected performance based on ground test measurements. In addition, the performance of the XFS has been excellent. Okay. Is this results? Why did I have to choose this one? I know, it's interesting. That's why I picked it. That's the only one that really caught my eye. I've sent 2 emails to my professor about picking this journal, and he still hasn't gotten back to me. So, yeah. 5th of October. 5th of October is wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the notes done tonight. Tonight seems a bit rough. Probably go through the journal. Probably take me 3 days, 2 days to probably go through it. And hopefully, and then I'll have to compile a few more notes on deep space and testing. Unless it's mentioned below here. So, initial feedback will be sent 96 hours. Damn, that's fast. That's what 20% of your grade. Let's see if I can actually get this done in 20 hours. I highly doubt I can. So right now, where is it? No. I don't know how to include this part. Like, what? It's just giving us some slight results instead of saying, yeah, this is what we can do. What was done. It's actually giving results here, so that's like all I have for this paper already. Yeah, no bad stuff. Including some data / results in the validation section. I wonder if I would take a snippet of it. It's kind of results. It's not really. It's kind of analysis results. These data indicate that the performance of the overhead, in addition, the performance has been excellent. Okay. So in addition, the performance of the XFS, excellent. The mean value, like here, it's showing results. For this section. Alright, I need to set up a meeting, I think. If I can get all my notes week. I want to get some presentation done with. I'm actually gonna have to try hard. Anyways, let's move on to the next part. It's really important to assess the extent to which. So what I'm going to do in the presentation is put out parameters. So they have mass and flow, they have XFS, they have engine wear out, and then we'll include information on each of them. How do I make it more inclusive? That's the real question. How do I make it more inclusive? Like, let me interacting with the audience. I don't want it to be so handedly. No, that's not, that sounds wrong. How will I make this inclusive? Maybe I just take the notes and I'll think about it at free time, like how we can make seminar. I don't think this count towards my academic time. Should a bit, but whatever's. Okay. Okay, so there's engine wear, mass flow rate, access U, non, there's XFS, non, not fuel, non-feed system, non-feed system. We have engine wear. Okay, parameters of notes. What is this testing? After VBU. Non-feed. I include this data point. Validation. Oh, it's right there. The mean value. I do this. Oh, can I reduce the sidebar? That can help. Oh, yes, that one. It's really annoying, kind of, to have such a wide area. Wait. Oh. Okay, done. Move it to my left. My eyes that way. Gotcha. Wait, my mic is slightly in the way. The mean something. The mean value, main flow, and cathode flow in 1% respect and flow rates. So what I take from this is that the flow rates are what they're measuring. Basically measuring the flow rates of the XFS. Engine wear. Wear out, rather. It is critically important to assess the extent to which the engine wear out processes behave as they do in long duration tests on the ground. Evaluation of the key electrical parameters that can be measured on DS1. And I'm just reading, I'm not even, it's not going in my head. Evaluation of the key electrical parameters, so we have key, wait, what? Engine wear affects the engine performance. The thruster on DS1 cannot be examined. What are you testing in? Ideally, the engine pull should be measured after it's processed a significant amount per pound. Engine performance measured only after significant amount of performance. Unique opportunity will exist to do exactly this at the conclusion of what is now the DS1 science mission. Alright, then the Pokemon music, right? Will exist to do exactly this at the conclusion of what is. Yeah, on the flyby of the comet Borelli in September 2001, the ion engine will process approximately 60 kilograms of xenon. This presents a unique opportunity to map the performance of an ion engine that has by far been the longest ever operation in space. Doesn't really tell us much. Kinda. This here is, again, it's giving like results analysis. Giving an analysis here. Picture here. Giving some analysis and validation section. Unless this is the validation. I don't know. I don't really know. Unless it's already happened, which it probably has, now that I think about it. But even then, it should be at the end. I guess they don't really have a results section. Okay, I'll just finish reading it. In Atlanta would make more sense. I mean, the part of the flow, it just doesn't make sense to be analyzing it. Whatever. This is my thoughts, anyways. I'll be sure to fix it later on. I don't really know what else to write about the engine wear out. We're gonna move on. Oh no. Fatigue. I don't usually talk, man. How long has I been going for? 30 minutes, so much. Let's at least do 1 hour. Oh, yeah. I'll take a break in an hour. Let me drink some water. first. Honestly, if some some engineer was watching me yet, they know I'm full of S word. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, we have engine service life validation. I'm very good at typing today. As mentioned above, one of the principal goals of the N-Star program is to verify that the N-Star ion engine has sufficient life to perform near-term deep space missions of interest. What does that even mean? Let's see. So it needs to have enough energy, I guess? The N-Star test program employed an extensive ground test activity together, flight test on Deep Space 1, validate the ion engine service life. 4 long duration ground tests of 1,000, 2,000, 8,000 and 12,000 hours were designed to identify unknown failure modes, characterize the parameters which drive known failure mechanisms, and determine the effect of engine wear on performance. Service life validation. For long duration ground test completed over 1,000, 2,000, 8,000 and 12,000. That's 23,000. 5,000 hours. This is to identify known failure modes, characterize. Yeah. Oh, it's American. Where's my keyboard? No. On it. Language. Is this in US? I know it downloaded it in US. It shouldn't be US. Options. Play proofing. Save language. What? English. Oh, that's what characterized wrong. Of course, it's not spelled with an S. Hello, wake up, me. All I have to do is wait. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Damn, I'm stupid. Oh. What did I do? I screwed. What are color? Characterize what? I don't remember. The parameters which drive and mechanisms and determine the effect of engine wear on performance. The The 8,000-hour test, which used an engineering model thruster fabricated by NASA GRC, was the most successful endurance test of a high-power ion engine ever performed. Details of this test are given in 4 or 5. A total of 8,192 hours of operation were achieved at the 2.3 kilowatt full power point before it was voluntarily terminated. A total of 88 kilograms of xenon propellant was processed, demonstrating a total impulse of 2.73 times 10 to the power of 6 Newton seconds. What? I was listening. What do you mean? What are you yapping about? What am I yapping about? Maybe this lo-fi is making me sleep. I have to play here in OBS. I don't want to listen to it. Kind of funky. Well, nothing I can do about it. Details on this test. A total achieved full power point. Voluntarily terminated. Don't know how I'm gonna include these numbers. Man, I don't get why people run around really loudly at 12 AM. I don't get why I'm working at 12 AM either, but still. Because I'm not running around the hallways. Well, it's better than last year. Last year was horrible, but it was much better. Much better. At least I'm not smelling weed every half a second. Anyhow, stop complaining. Start focusing. Let's see. Let me try and finish up to 3 for today. I think that's enough work. And then 3 will be a long haul, and then we have 4. Let's just do it every day. Let's do a bit every day. Yeah. That's how you're supposed to get work done. Thanks me for the obvious tips. So today we did 2, the whole 2. More new whole 3. It's quite long. It's okay, no, it's just 2 pages. 2.5 pages. We did, I guess, technically we only did like, not even a page. How about we finish up with 3, like the start of 3. Okay, let's go. How would I explain this part? Like, it gives the validation and then it gives the results instantly, which is very weird, in my opinion. These ones, I can just take the snippets. I don't even have to highlight it. A total of this here is giving the results again. I mean, for consistency's sake, I guess. It'll be fine. Inspection measurements analysis performed after. Okay, I need to put this actually somewhere here. Or yeah, no, this is fine. Within the 8192 hour of operation were achieved at the most successful endurance test. Endurance test success. This, to be honest, I don't really. The flow of this one is no story. Not that it matters right now. The flow of this is very weird. Like, I didn't really know what the thing is. Already telling me the results of what's. And topic is something that is advanced armed propulsion systems for affordable deep space. But it's only kind of talking about one. Title could change. Yeah. Anyhow, let's just move on. Oh jeez. La, 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 la. Endurance test success. Why is this in this part? Maybe part of magnetism. Endurance test success. I'm gonna make this a new part. 8,000 test. 5,000 hours will be within the 8,000 test. Which voluntarily lasted 192 hours. The our ion engine achieved a 2.3 kilowatts for power points. A total of 88 kilograms of xenon propellant was processed, demonstrating allowing showing is better, I think. Synonym exhibited what I was thinking of. Illustrated. Exhibited. Presented. Presented. Exhibited. A total impulse of 2.73 times 10 hours seconds. Oh, I forget the units. Actual measurements and analysis performed after the 8,000 hour testing period indicated that none of the no failure modes were close. Known failure modes were close. I believe that's known. I don't know. None of the no failure modes. Well, if I'm critiquing something, I'm gonna critique the spelling. So, throw that in journal bad stuff. Spelling mistake. Checked up. I don't know. It's one. Okay. Action measurements analysis performed after the 8,000-hour test indicated that none of the known failure modes were close to failing. A combination of detailed analysis and test data was presented to an independent review board, which concluded that the N-Star ion engine could process a total propellant throughput of 130 kilograms with a low. Sorry. Something. I am easily distracted. Noki. With a low wear-out failure risk with one caveat. This caveat was that the average engine power level must be less than 2.1 kilowatts. Operation at the full power point of 2.3 kilowatts is allowed, but not for the full 130 kilogram throughput. The restriction was imposed in order to obtain at least a factor of 2 margin on all known failure modes. Most outbound deep space missions that would use solar electric ion propulsion tend to meet this requirement automatically since the available power decreases with increasing solar range. What? Left, right, down, right solution. Man, why am I feeling slightly fatigued? This coconut flavor. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do this. I don't know why, but I don't want to do this journal review. I want to work on the other stuff, the fun stuff, you know what I'm saying? In this case, I'm going to take a slight break and then check out my other tasks. This looks fun. Really fun. It's gonna take me a while to know what to do there. It's really annoying. What defines a CubeSat, and what constraints may be imposed on any onboard propulsion? Yeah, I also check what time it went to. 4th of December. And then I still have other assignments. I will... Okay. So, next week, I think. One of the 18, no. I mean this week. I have classes all day, so I will put all my time into my coursework that week. My aerodynamics coursework. And then once I'm done with that, then I'll return to this. The unfortunate thing is there's so many assignments, man. Man. I can't think, bro. Okay. Let's just get on with it. Alice. Remember, you are conducting a peer review of it. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what a peer review is. It's peer reviewing in journals. Here is the independent assessment of your research paper by experts in your field. So, I'm acting as an expert in ion propulsion systems and I forgot the word. Ion propulsion systems and deep space. Yes, that's it. The purpose of peer review is to evaluate the paper's quality and suitability for publication, as well as peer review acting as a form of quality control for academic journals. Very useful source of feedback for you. Quality control. How to peer review a journal paper. Engineering. 5-step guide. How I peer review research. Thank you, Caesar Tobe. Your name is. Hey, look at space. In academic circles, peer reviewing is the act of assessing the quality of a research paper to determine if it's worth to be published. I got sidetracked again. Peer reviewers are supposed to be human experts in the field, and their opinions have direct influence on the finalization made by the associated editor regarding accepting or rejecting paper submission. The last user of peer blah 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 blah. Cool. I'm sorry, I have to skip this. A bunch of yapping. Dual perspective has contributed to more understanding of the peer review process. In hindsight, it's clear to me that there are many challenges to overcome in order to improve peer reviews for the benefit of the academic community. Specifically, I've noticed a large variance in the quality of many of the reviews I've had a chance to see. In this post, I share my personal approach with peer reviewing research papers. I share my reviews flow, which I polished over time in order to deliver a decent peer review within a reasonable amount of time. My goal is doing it fast and effectively. Whether you're new to peer reviewing or looking to refine your approach, you'll find some. Wow, he's hilarious. You'll find some practical tips on this article. Let's provide good feedback to authors and analyze the papers. Understanding. First of all, I would like to emphasize that peer reviews represent personal opinions regarding the quality and merits of a research paper. As such, these opinions can sometimes appear biased, contradictory, or even sound plainly foolish, as I've observed more than once. The history of science is full of examples of awesome papers that were initially rejected by academic reviewers. Nevertheless, the peer review process seems to be the least terrible method that the scientific community has devised so far to judge the quality of unofficial science. Having said that, let's accept the imperfections of peer reviewers and instead focus on what we can do as scientists to improve the quality of our deliveries. When playing the referee role, what I look for when receiving an invitation to review a research paper, I first download the PDF, skim through it. I don't read anything other than the title and maybe the abstract. I don't accept reviewing it only based on the presentation. It's readable figures, rated latex, acceptable size. Acceptable size, etc. I trust that the editor has done a good job determining if. Oh my lord, why can't I read? Determining if the paper is worth reviewing. So that's what I should have done. Now, I believe, in my opinion, this is worth reading. The layout is okay. Graphs here and there. These graphs are fine. That's all good. Fine and dandy. Maybe I could do a few notes here. Notes. Did I include how to review a journal paper? I actually will include this. Presentation. Neat graphs. Understandable. Clear and concise. Clarity. I can't really see the conciseness. But we'll take clarity. Presentation. Clarity. That's the main thing I was talking about. Acceptable size. Once I decide to accept a review, I go through a two-step process. Glance review, detailed review. Next, I describe what I look for. Quick review. First, I print the digest. I call it a glance review, and now it's called a quick review. No one peer review this. Drum kit sound and cymbal crash. Wait. Oh no. Alright. I just joined the call. First, I print the paper just to confirm that it looks good. A good paper always feels nice when printed on paper. Once I have it in my hands, I search for a clear novelty claim statement. Such a novelty claim is often written somewhere in the introduction section. It's generally easy to spot. It reads like this. In this paper, we propose a new method to solve the problem Y. In most software engineering papers I've seen, it's also common to find a summary of contributions as a list of points at the end of the introduction section. It reads something like this. The contributions of this paper are as follows: X, Y, Z. If I don't easily find a clear novelty claim, list of contributions, then it's a red flag, and I start down about its quality. Just because as a reviewer, I don't want to squeeze my brain to figure out what the paper is all about. Yo. What? I don't have that one. I don't remember reading about contributors. Okay, I'm gonna do this below me. She said something about this paper would propose a new method X to solve the problem Y. What was proposed was solar electric propulsion to fix the problem of deep space missions being inefficient. It's important because many of the deep space missions are relatively easy to perform from a propulsion standpoint. Sample return missions. That is yeah, that's something I need to make note of. What am I doing? Hello, wakey. Wakey. Okay, notes here in the introduction, in my PPT introduction. PPT goes before the notes actually. PowerPoint channel introduction. What is the problem? What is the problem and the solution for journal paper? Several Oh, awesome. And then we have recording. The contribution of this paper as follows. Contributions. I don't really understand. I assume he's talking about this stuff. The good stuff. And add some good stuff here. Good stuff. Talks about the problem and solution in first paragraph. I wouldn't say it's easy to understand though. Let's put it clearly. Honestly, I don't know. Oh, recording. Number one reason for me to reject a paper is the lack of novelty. Second reason is related to presentation. From the author's perspective, very challenging to fix the novelty issue. There is much that can be done to improve presentation. For example, adding real-world examples, improving the figures, making the paper clearer and more readable, and fixing the incomplete section. I mean, alright. Second, I try to answer the following questions in this order. To understand the paper, after reading its title and abstract, I assume I should not be an expert in the field to understand the key. Ah, that's one thing. I'm not an expert. Yeah, I don't think it really relates to my life track so far. Also, I see the deep space part. But I mean, I'm really talking about these advanced ion propulsion systems. I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. It's just right here. Right here, bro. Is the paper beautiful? For me, beautiful means written in latex. This guy is kind of... I don't know. I love latex. But this guy's like, not written as latex. If it's not written in latex, it sucks. That's what he's saying. This probably is written in latex though. Okay, I'll let him off. Clear structure, high quality vectorial images, and figures, well formatted tables, that's a good format. Stop it. And good balance between the text. Good balance between the text and other visual elements. So in this case, it's actually kind of split up, which saves a lot of space actually. And he kind of has. No, it doesn't. Really have to. Yeah, it kind of does save space. I'll think about it. Include links, adaptabilities, I do command F, Control F, and search for it. I'm not going to care about this one. If the answer to all the previous questions is yes, let's start to look at the paper favorably. Focus on helping the authors get through it. If the answer is no, I focus on providing evidence to the editor that the paper is not worth publishing. So weird, bro. Whoa. Friends playing Counter-Strike? Detailed review. The detailed review is the most time-consuming part of the process. I'm gonna have to quickly message him. Oh, he just accidentally opened the game. I think he just went offline, so yeah. Oh. Okay, the detailed review is the most time-consuming part of the process. Try to impose a self-set for a time frame. Who has completed main goal here is to provide constructive feedback. Very clearly, the editor that the paper should not be published. The paper is bad. Following checklist to guide my review. Think the idea is novel, not done before, identifies and fills them all. And contribution of the paper after reading the review. I found the research questions well defined, relevant and meaningful. I believe the methodology is rigorous and formed to a high technical standard. Okay. Agree that the conclusion was explored and linked to the original research questions. I find the citations appropriate and relevant. I enjoy reading the paper because it's well written, clear, and easy to follow. I check all the boxes and I would most likely recommend the paper for acceptance. Otherwise, I become very skeptical and start thinking about the arguments to justify my recommendation rejected. I've seen a ton of bad reviews and a few good ones. Basically saying easy, the bad ones are easy to criticize. There's more bad things going on. Good papers are hard because you need to look for more things to improve on. I've also seen a category of papers that are so good that I have little to say. Those are the hardest to review because I feel incompetent and prone to write a bad review. In the following sections, I provide examples of what I believe are good and bad reviews, based on my personal approach to reviewing papers. Bad reviews. Here are some not so obvious characteristics of bad reviews. Review clearly shows that the reviewer didn't read the paper at all, but in a general chunk of generic text, happens more often than you think. Review is negatively opinionated. The paper is not good. The authors have done a better job. How? Should have. How? What specifically should they have done differently? The review is vague and doesn't help the paper make it any better. P3 is not clear. Why? How can it be improved? The review is destructive instead of supportive. This paper makes no sense. This is a real example of a bad review from one of the co-reviews of one of the papers I've reviewed. Reviewer 1, this article needs significant improvement in its writing. So where? As it is more similar to a technical report than a scientific article. The article is written very superficially. The article is written in a summarized manner. Shouldn't they be written in a summarized manner? Or a research paper? I'm looking for journals, but I guess it follows the same structure. The introduction section is profusely long and confusing, while the methodology is poorly detailed and fragmented into many brief subsections. That's kind of what you want, though, for research papers. The discussion section lacks clarity and not adequately detailed the results presented. These, in turn, are described very vaguely. Furthermore, most references are old. I just realized I can't see any of the comments. There are already. Yeah, good thing there aren't any viewers. Wonderful. I think it's worth mentioning that reviewing papers is selfless, unpaid act of true academic altruism, primarily carried out by academics in their spare time, and these people are under limited time constraints and a lot of pressure to push forward their own research output. Reviewing papers is an unseen job and it's not rewarded in any way. This explains, among other things, the poor quality of some reviews, but that is a topic for another post. Good reviews. Here are some characteristics of good reviews. Provide supportive criticism with evidence from the text or from other resources, e.g. Doe et al. Have shown that the analysis you use in section 3 is not the most appropriate for the situation. Please explain why you use this particular method. My throat is drying up. I'll finish off with finishing this, then we can finish off 2 another time. Me, make some order. So, the introduction needs more detail. I suggest that you improve the description in section 3, provide more justification for your study. Specifically, you should expand upon the knowledge gap being filled. Provide irrefutable evidence or verifiable comments beyond personal opinions, e.g. the paper would benefit from a more detailed literature review to provide context for the study. Although your results are compelling, data analysis should be improved in the following ways: A, B, and C. Also, is this missing a literature review? No, it kind of shows here. Oh my lordy. Come on, show up. I know you want to. It doesn't want to. Provide irrefutable or verifiable comments beyond personal opinions, e.g. the paper would benefit from I just read that. Provide balanced comments on the strengths and weaknesses of the paper. E.g. I commend the authors for their extensive dataset combined over many years of detailed fieldwork. In addition, the manuscript is clearly written in professional, unambiguous language. If there is a weakness, it is in the statistical analysis, which should be improved upon before acceptance. I think this is too deep. Like for what I'm doing, this information is way too deep. I'll be using it as much as I can, but I won't net good results from that. Always use a simple template in plain text form to guide my review. It helps me enter my reviewer's flow and ensures that I don't forget anything. Notice that Notice that all journals have their own editorial management systems. They usually provide a form to fill in the review. I recommend using Google Docs or similar instead of PDFs to write your review, copy and paste into the journal system. Good reviews have their names structured as these are followed. Understand, for example, title, summary, 1 paragraph summary of the paper. That's the abstract. Positive. Oh, sorry, this is a journal. You. 1 paragraph summary of the paper. Positive aspects. The 1 paragraph is about one maybe 2 slides. So I just need to put all of this. Put a list of minor issues. First, remarks to the authors. Put a list of direct questions to the authors regarding major. Nitpicking. Put a list of minor comments to the editor. Key points justify my recommendation to accept minor after minor revisions, major revisions. I also want to find out how to make a seminar more inclusive. Inclusion training training. Use clear and concise language. The language using storytelling, polls, quizzes, questions and answers, demonstrations, movement, props. Icebreaker question. So I know my audience, I guess. Right? Storytelling, that won't be easy. Polls. Yeah, polls would work. Be like, who here thinks blah 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 is important? Yes or no? Let's start off a poll, boys. Quizzes, probably not. Answer at the end of every part. Demonstrations. That will be a bit tough. I'm gonna try and find a GIF of an operating thruster. Props. Work, I'm not gonna. That's too try hard. I'm not bringing props. Movement. That's gonna be a bit hard. Let's see what happens there. Practice looking at the reviews guidelines in each particular case. When peer reviewing, I believe it is essential to provide balanced feedback by offering constructive feedback. That includes suggestions for improvement. It's also important to begin by recognizing the strength of the work, which motivate the author. Also, always make an effort to double check that my feedback is clear and objective. Bring Jesus, I can't read. 7 points from citation. Trying. Hello, man. Trying to remain impartial. I treat the authors as you in my review, and I write in first person pronoun I to make it more personal. makes that clear that I'm not a GPT chatbot, but an opinionated person with a taste for good science. I need to drink water. It's very dry. There are some common phrases I use when looking for nitpicking issues. Sentence X is cryptic. Paragraph X is redundant. Word X is unnecessary. Concept is used before being clearly introduced. And this is that's really bad. Paragraph X is orphan. Merge with the previous one or extend. The arguments in paragraph X are quite subjective. Add more concrete examples for X and Y. The idea X is interesting, elaborate more on it. Variable X is not well defined, clarify. So this one I could talk about this diagram on the left here. Not really clearly explained. A lot of things I can use from this. And yeah, I'm glad I selected this page. Acting with this guy as well. The second one is I'm very excited section. Lost doors, becoming an effective peer reviewer is an essential aspect of academic life. The opportunity to stay up to date with what's going on in our research field. I tend to accept. Sorry, I need to ask Professor what a journal is. The audience, ask Professor who the audience of a journal paper is for. Is it for an expert or for a non-reader? Okay. I don't need to set. No, I don't have a need to set up. I can meet him tomorrow on the 3rd of October. Yes, after class or before class, whatever. Let me finish up my reading parts. Before issues, footnotes. I can finish. I want to eat a bit more healthy. Anyway, I didn't need my fruit today. Oh, my snack. Oh my lord. Alright, I'm sidetracked now. Watching. Hey, this big document, the greatest. Let me say cool. .91. Seriously. Where was I? Nom, 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 nom. Right, let's get back to reading this paper. I'm not going to take notes. I need to read it through all that tomorrow. I'll finish tomorrow and then I'll go for a detailed review tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'm going to change my structure completely. Because why not? And I'm getting tired, that's why. Okay, inspection measurements and analysis performed after the 8,000-hour test indicated that none of the I already read that. This caveat was to an independent. A combination of detailed analysis and test data was presented to an independent review board, which concluded that the N-Star Ion engine could process a total propellant throughput of 130 kilograms with a low wear out failure risk. One caveat: this caveat was that the average engine power level must be less than 2.1. I already read that. Just outbound Deep-Space missions that would use solar electric ion propulsion to meet this requirement automatically, since the available power would increase with increasing solar range. Alright, read all that. CNS Comet Nucleus Sample Return. CNSR has recently been identified by the Solar System Exploration Subcommittee as the highest priority new mission for NASA's exploration of the solar system theme. This mission will return samples of volatiles and dust from the nucleus of a comet and provide new insight into our origins, evolution, destiny. NSR is targeting a launch in the 2005-2006 timeframe. The launch opportunities to suitable comet targets occur nearly every year. Advanced solar electric propulsion enables a total mission duration of 6 to 10 years, as well as the use of a much smaller, much less expensive launch vehicle. An illustration of the benefits known by ion propulsion can be obtained by comparison with the National Rosetta mission built by ESA. Rosetta spacecraft. Ion propulsion is being designed to rendezvous with the comet 26P Rotanin. The onboard bipropellant propulsion system will provide a total 30 feet to the Rosetta spacecraft at 2.44 kilometers per second and consume nearly 1,600. I can't talk when I'm tired. Nearly 1,600 kilograms of propellant, results in approximately propellant with a final spacecraft dry mass of 1,300 kilograms. Rosetta will be launched by an Ariane 5 and the total trip time is just over 9 years of no return to Earth. Okay, break, 2 minutes. My throat, you know? Sorry, I'm back. In contrast, the CNSR Ion Propulsion System can deliver a 1,000 kilogram spacecraft to the same target comet in approximately 2.6 years from a Delta IV medium launch vehicle. The Ion Propulsion System could then return the spacecraft and comet samples to Earth after an additional 4.5-year flight time for a total mission duration of just over 7 years. To accomplish this, the IPS must provide a total delta V of about 10 km per second and will consume approximately 530 kilograms of propellant. Thus, the IPS enables both a much shorter trip time and a smaller launch vehicle, a spacecraft using a bipropellant onboard propulsion system. Significantly, the Ion Propulsion System also includes sufficient propulsion capability to return the spacecraft to Earth. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, none of that sticks in my head, but I cannot focus anymore, so I think it's time to call it a day. So, thanks for watching, I guess. See you tomorrow. Real this time. I actually have to get the start on this work, otherwise I'll be falling behind. Yeah, next time. Bye bye.